كشريحة هادونا ويقرن سا واحد يوم waxaan walba waa project ay ka shaqeysanayso dad ku raali
From what I hear from the parents, because of those programs, yes, they have. The main thing is interpretations, you know, like language barrier, because of the parents they don't speak fluent English. They will understand it, but they have a hard time answering. How's my kid doing at school? Why is his report card bad this semester? But they have interpreters at the school. There must be one Somali teacher for that program, so they will interpret for them, explain to them, which is pretty good deal, you know, for Somalians. I don't know. Boston Public Schools, they provide programs for like Somalian students. After school, they have special teachers that teach them one-on-one about the English of whatever they missed in the class. So that way they don't fall behind from their peers. It's kind of like a nice thing. For the students. So they have elementary, high school, and for also first and second graders. A year. By the first year, you see they speak very fluently in English. Sometimes they have a hard time, identity crisis. You know what I mean? At home, they're Somali. When they go to school, then there's a different environment. You cannot do this because your culture says this, and then they go to school. They teach them Christmas. So it's always confusion with the children. So that's the thing that they face all the time. Yeah, they're all Muslim. For the grown-ups, it's okay, but the kids, it's hard for, a kid wants to, have a Christmas tree at the house, but as a Muslim or as a Jewish, you cannot, you cannot celebrate your own religion. So it's always confusion. Why can't we celebrate Christmas? Well, see, it's always an explanation, and then it's hard for them to adjust in that culture, but as they get older, then they know it's different from their culture, so that's why. It's part of the community. Everybody knows the community, and they stop by sometime in their life while they're in Boston. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Even if it's a school paper, you come here because we don't have the birth certificates, because we did, but because of the Civil War, our certificates were destroyed. So you come to your center, they prove that you were Somali, and then it's kind of like a backup for us.
There's
the typical war.
The typical war.
Bodies, blood on the streets, gunshots, and obviously within the family, there's a talk all the time. Oh, the militia was passing by here, or the bad boys were going this. So there's this fear. But if your parents are afraid, then the kids obviously are afraid. Moving from one house to another just to get a shelter, because whatever that side of the country they were living, it's not safe, so they have to move to another country. So, like I was one of them. There's no country to go back. Somalia is a fallen country for over 18 years, so there's no way back.
تسألك أصغر ولد عندك يحب أمريكا، في أمريكا في سكول في مدرسة يلعب أو يفرح؟
لا، في ابني الكبير هلا في حكيم، وطبعا يفرح في أمريكا ومبسوط.
تتكلم إنجليزي؟ يتكلم إنجليزي هذا الولد؟
طبعا كله أكيد.
تعلموا في لبنان أو في أمريكا؟
لا، هو يعني خلص الثانوية العامة وإجا على أمريكا. هلا بلبنان وإجا على أمريكا، خلص الدراسات كلها هون. يعني
خلص في لبنان.
خلص في لبنان الثانوية العامة وإجا عمل الجامعة هون وعمل دكتور.
ميديكال دكتور.
اوكي.
عندهم مشكلة أن يحاولوا حياة الأمريكية أولادك؟
ولا في ولا مشكلة أبدا، يعني يعجبهم النظام والحياة وكل شيء بالنسبة لهم تمام عادي، ما في مشكلة.
Yes, and they like it.